Hello friends, we will discuss about the various terms used in UV spectroscopy. Myself, Mr. Nitin Boge, I am working as assistant professor in the Department of Chemistry, Sri Jnaneshwar Mahavidyalaya, Nevasa. So there are different terms used in spectroscopy. For example, chromophore, oxochrome, bathochromic shift that called red shift, hypsochromic shift that called blue shift. So let's see one by one. Chromophore, it is an isolated functional group capable of absorbing UV radiation. So here we can see the green leaves. Why it's looking green? Because of its chlorophyll pigments. Chlorophyll pigments absorb a red color of UV regions, UV visible regions, and emits its complementary color, that is green. So that's why we look leaves as a green because of chlorophyll pigments. So here are the color absorbing color and its complementary color. If object absorb a yellow color and reflect look or it reflects its complementary color, that is purple color. If object absorb red color, then it emits its complementary color, that is green color. And if object absorb a blue color, then it emits its complementary color, that is orange. Here are the some examples of chromophore. So NO2 as a chromophore, like nitrogen oxygen double bond, nitrogen nitrogen double bond, carbon oxygen double bond, carbon nitrogen double bond, and carbon carbon double bond, carbon sulfur double bonds. So these are the examples of chrome. So let's see what are the oxochrome. So oxochrome is a functional group which itself does not absorb UV radiation, but when attached or when in presence of chromophore, it shifts absorption to a longer wavelength. Here are the let's take an example of benzene. So in benzene there is only chromophores because carbon-carbon double bonds. So these carbon-carbon double bonds absorb UV radiation itself. It does not require a help of oxochrome. So here benzene, its lambda max is 250 nanometer. But when these benzenes attach with OH, that is called, we call it the oxochrome. So in presence of oxochrome, there is a shifting of lambda max value, that is from 255 nanometer to 270 nanometers. So here we can see that the increasing wavelength because of the chromophore. So this chromophore itself does not absorb UV radiation, but in presence of chromophore, it shifts the lambda max value to longer wavelength. Here is another example of anisole. So in case anisole, there is a methoxy group is attached to benzene ring, and it helps to absorb UV radiation to this benzene ring and shifts the absorption to longer wavelength. So here OH and OCH is called as a oxochrome, and this benzene ring is called as a chromophore. So another examples here is some examples of chromophore: OH, OCH3 or NH2. These types of group called as oxochrome because it helps to chromophore to absorb UV radiations. Next, bathochromic shift or red shift. An absorption to a longer wavelength is known as a bathochromic shift or called as a red shift. For example, para-nitrophenol shows a red shift in alkaline medium. So here we can see the lone pair of oxygen is involved in the resonance. So this OH exerts a plus I effects on this benzene ring, and this nitro group exerts a minus I effect. So this, because of this nitro groups, this lone pair is involved in the resonance. Okay. But when the phenol is react with this, or when phenol is in alkaline medium, then this OH minus absorb a proton, and there is formation of phenoxide ion. So here negative charge takes effectively part in resonance than is this one molecule. So here is a greater extent of resonance. So here is involvement of lone pair in resonance is in greater extent. So that's why here is a chromophoric length increases. So in this case, there is a lambda max value is 250 nanometer and epsilon value is 900. So here there is increasing lambda max value 250 nanometer and epsilon value is 1500s. Hypsochromic shift, or called a blue shift. Absorption to a shorter wavelength is called as hypsochromic shift or blue shift. Let's take example of aniline. So aniline shows a blue shift in acidic medium. So this is the structure of anilines. So here we can see the involvement of lone pair of nitrogen is in resonance. Okay, so here NH2 is a oxochrome, and these are the benzene ring or carbon-carbon double bond act as a chromophore. So in presence of NH2, that is aniline shows a lambda max value 230 nanometers. But when we treat this aniline with or taking acidic medium, then there is a protonation. That is, this lone pair gets utilized for the protonation purpose. So there is a no resonance involvement of this lone pairs. So lambda max decreases because chromophoric length decreases. So lambda max value is 203 nanometer. So it decreases from 230 nanometer to 203 and this. So we can see here red shift and blue shift relation. So this black curve shows a normal lambda max. So here blue indicate that there is a blue shift because there is a decrease in wavelength, and here in red color we can see the red shift. This is shifted from original position to the right hand side because that is lambda max in. So when let's say hyperchromic shift, so when intensity of absorption increases, that is epsilon value increases, it is known as a hyperchromic shift. So if we plot the absorption versus wavelength graph, then we can see like this a graph. So here we can see that there is a increase in intensity of absorption. So this type of shift is called as hyperchromic shift. When intensity of absorption decreases, that is epsilon value decreases, it is known as a hyperchromic shift. If we plot absorption versus wavelength graph, then this is a normal graph, and here we can see the shifting of this normal position to, that is decreasing in intensity of absorption. So this type of shift is called as hyperchromic shift. With this we stop here. Please subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos. Thank you.